What's up, everybody? Kevin A. Cretin, the man behind King Size Customs here. So, today is a very special day. It is Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. What makes today so special? I'm 25. Now, I was going to go into this video talking about how I haven't done all the things I wanted to do by 25 that I kind of had a list in the back of my head, which would be, having a job, owning my own home, having a Cadillac from like the mid 70s. And well, you know what? I honestly don't feel too bad about that. Because as you've probably heard in quite a few of my other videos, my trucking talks, mostly my trucking talks, maybe a couple other vlogs. The people that I see that have these, super nice cars like the Nissan GTR R35s and Corvettes and all this other stuff, their life is just hollow. You don't really hear about the long-lasting friendships that they have like I have. I mean, shoot. I know I have one guy that I've known since middle school. He and I talk to each other a lot. I've been here for 5 years. My friend here talks to me all the time. I have a friend that I've known since high school, so again, about 6 years. 2013. So yeah, about 6 years. We talk all the time. He and I actually, he's my best friend. Don't tell anybody else. Another buddy of mine, we don't talk too much. I met him my sophomore year of high school. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia, or close to, well, he lives in the Atlanta metropolitan area. Lives in Georgia. I mean, this was a guy who we used to sit and I used to crack him up every day in math class. So, those people, I don't really see those relationships that they, like those friendships that they have. It's more about the flash and the feel good for me and here's what I got. It's all just the false positivity bragging. But anyway, this is my video. You guys can't see that, but hands on chest. This is my video. Do I still want those things? Yeah, everybody wants those things. But am I happy without them? I would say so. I mean, shoot. You get a bombshell dropped on you that one doctor's opinion was that you weren't supposed to live you weren't supposed to live till after the 8, no. You weren't supposed to live beyond 1 year old, so, yeah, I guess I proved that doctor wrong, and every other doctor kind of proved that doctor wrong. Do I have health issues? Yeah. I mean, I got things that are under control. My sight, my vision's under control. By the way, this is probably the first time you're seeing my new glasses. Let me do a little side profile for you as I kick all the tools on my baker's rack over here, which you can't see because the camera's not there. But yeah, I wanted to get these cool super thin glasses because a lot of people have been saying I look old with the other glasses. And well, it was cool when you're young and you got a beard and old man glasses in like the 5th grade. But yeah, no. That's a lie. I didn't have a beard in the 5th grade and I had cooler glasses. But yeah, no. So, again, are there things in my life? My life's not great, but my life is good. I can't complain. I mean, I do a lot of the things I want to do on a daily basis. And I gotta say my vision's actually gotten a lot better as the years progress. I haven't been in trouble with the law. There's a lot of things where life could have been so much worse. I really honestly cannot complain. So, just wanted to hop on here, say that today's my birthday. I'm 25. I do have that. I still am looking at parts of the mountain of life, but, there are other parts that I look down on that's like, yeah, that time was cool. That time was okay. And that time, could have been better. I mean, I've been reminiscing a lot lately because that's what I seem to do when I'm on a bit of a stall between, like, school, which this has been the biggest break of school. I am, of course, still looking for a job. I put in applications almost, I put in applications for a lot of the state agencies for jobs because I want good state benefits and pay's not really what I care about. I mean, I might be living with my mom for pretty much the rest of my life, but I'll be paying rent. You know, we're supposed to move out of this place, get a bigger place. Something where I can have a little bit more room for my trains, my cars, you know, video games. You can have like a one-room apartment and have just there video games and bed. TV, Xbox, or PlayStation, or PC, and then bed. But no, you know, yeah. I'm not at the, I don't want to say it like this, but I have no other words to describe it. I'm not at the end of my life where everything's golden and gravy. But, you know, 25, really, honestly, yeah, some things have changed, but it's more about how you look at it. It's more about my mind. You know, I want to go back, of course, to the time that I idolized, but it was a hard time. You know, when I was 14, again, I said this before, was 14, had no fear, knew what was right in my heart, and didn't care. And I think that's what makes a lot of the people we look up to so cool, is just that they got no fear, they really don't care. You know, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Bootsy Collins is. If you don't, he was a really cool funk musician under the Parliament, Funkadelic. He was his own thing, but he was kind of like in George Carlin. No, that's the comedian. George Clinton's group, Parliament Funkadelic. He was kind of under like George Clinton's huge musical umbrella, but he was just cool. He didn't care. And then there was a time where he got like really depressed and all this, and then he just had to go back to the one. He found the thing that he loved, which was making music. He didn't want to be the center of attention. He just loved making music. And that was the other thing. Or it's like Tom Petty. Again, a guy who we perceive as not really caring. You know, it's that whole book. It's that whole attitude of the I don't give an F. And at that time, you know, my outward portrayal of myself was, yeah, I really didn't care. I was like, 8th grade, who cares? You know, going to a new school, didn't know anybody. That kind of thing. Teacher kind of disrespecting me and friends. And I've talked about this recently with my family. But, you know, disrespecting me and my friend. Well, me, I didn't get it as bad. She just didn't like the fact that I had an earring and I didn't have the hoop. I had a I had a diamond post, and I had to turn it every day, and I had to keep it in because the piercing was new. Those of you who've had earrings know about that. It's almost like having to lotion up your tattoo every day. But she didn't like that, so of course I got yelled at about that, and I go home and I'm just so irate. My mom takes care of that. Principal actually liked the earring. So I just want to make sure I've been recording. But yeah. And again, outward portrayal, I didn't really care. I was like, Mom, you know what? Worst case scenario, I'm going to leave my earring in, and I'm going to put a Band-Aid over it. And then my mom's like, well, let's not go to that. Maybe you should just take it out. And I'm like, no. And then she's like, okay, you feel really passionate about this. All right, well, it says in the handbook, let's email the teacher and principal. And again, I was allowed to do it because in the little handbook said that each student could have one set of post earrings. So that's another thing. Keep in mind that you're always going to have people going over whatever you write, whatever's, you know, the legalese, everybody's going to go over whatever the standards are with a 5 fine-tooth comb. So anyway, going off of that rant and going back to just that, yeah, what really made me cool, what everybody liked about me, what a lot of people thought made me so cool was just the outward appearance of not really caring. And I want to be like that more. And honestly, I think I'm getting back to who I used to be, where it was I didn't care, I had no fear. What's the worst that's going to happen to me? And then half the time when you think, what's the worst that's going to happen to me? You know, don't overthink it. But when you think, what's the worst that's going to happen to me? Your mind starts working and it's like, well, this is the worst thing that could happen, and it's probably not that bad. So, I mean, I never worried about expulsion or detention because me, Kevin Creedon, yeah, you know, I was a good boy. I never caused any trouble. I never did anything bad. I never said anything bad. I didn't even tell dirty jokes, which they didn't know, my friends knew, but anyway, main point of this video is just saying, hey, I'm 25, feeling a lot better. Not where I wanted to be when I was younger and how I had this whole list of life accomplishments, but I achieved a lot. You know, I graduated with a bachelor's degree. My starting jobs look pretty good. All that fun stuff. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. There'll probably be another video today on the model kit. There might not be because a buddy's coming down to hang out with me for a little bit. So, and by a little bit, I mean all day. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. See ya.